Jakob Ingebrigtsen just made a huge call about the 5,000 meters. He has not raced in almost a whole year. Now he is jumping into one of the biggest races of his life, but he is doing it in a way nobody saw coming. What he decided to skip is going to shock everyone. Let's get into the full story. For weeks, fans had no clue if Ingebrigtsen would even show up in Birmingham for the European Championships. Then he dropped one line on Instagram. He said, "I've heard Birmingham is nice this time of year." That's all he wrote. No details, no event list, just a tiny hint. That one sentence caused total confusion. Reporters in Norway could not get answers. Even his own team was not fully sure what he meant. Was he racing? Was he still hurt? Nobody had a clue. Days later, the truth came out. Jakob Ingebrigtsen is racing at the Europeans, but he only entered one event, not the two he usually runs, just one. And the race he is skipping will shock you because it is the event that built his whole career. We will tell you exactly which one in a minute and why he made this call. But first, you need to know how he got here, because this comeback is way bigger than one Instagram post. Jakob Ingebrigtsen is one of the best runners on planet Earth. 2 Olympic gold medals. At the last 3 European Championships in a row, he won double gold every single time. Nobody could beat him when he was healthy. Then his body gave out. Earlier that same year, before the injury got bad, he was still smashing world records. He was still breaking records in some of the sport's most famous races. Then everything fell apart. Back in late January, he had surgery on his Achilles. That's the tendon behind your ankle. It powers every single step when you run. This surgery came after an injury that already ruined most of his 2025 season. Since the surgery, he has not raced once. No indoor meets, no spring races, no warm-ups, nothing. His last real race was at World in Tokyo last September, and it went terribly. He got knocked out in the first round of the 1,500 meters. He didn't even make the final. Then in the 5,000 meters final, he finished 10th. No podium, not even close. For a guy used to winning gold everywhere, that result has haunted him for almost a full year. So now you know what he's leaving behind. Here comes the part that will really shock you. The race he picked for his comeback is the 5,000 meters. The race he is skipping for the first time ever is the 1,500 meters. That is huge if you know this sport. The 1,500 meters made him famous. He set a European record in it. He won Olympic gold in it as a young athlete. It has been his signature race his whole career. He has never skipped it at a major championship, not once. And right now, even though he could still run it, he is choosing to walk away from it completely. Why would he do that? Think about what each race demands from the body. The 1,500 meters is short and brutal. It ends in a full sprint. That takes explosive power in your legs, the kind of power that is hard to trust right after Achilles surgery and 11 months without racing. The 5,000 meters is longer. There is more time to settle in and find your rhythm. It rewards strength over pure speed. For someone coming back from a serious injury, one race is clearly the safer choice. But here's the twist. Safer does not mean easy. The men's 5,000 meters at this championship skips the early rounds completely. It goes straight to the final. Most championships give runners a heat first, a smaller race to shake off nerves before the real thing. Ingebrigtsen does not get that here. His first race back after everything he's been through is a straight-up final for a medal against Europe's best. No warm-up round, no easing in. One shot, one night, everything on the line. And the field is stacked. This is not a soft comeback race where he can quietly find his form. The reigning 10,000-meter world champion and 5,000-meter bronze medalist, Jimmy Grassier of France, is in the race. So is Isaac Kimeli of Belgium. So is Dominic Lobalou of Switzerland. While Ingebrigtsen was stuck recovering and missing every meet, these 3 were racing all season, sharpening their skills against real competition, week after week. Even European Athletics asked it straight out in their own preview. Can Ingebrigtsen defy the odds? That is not how people usually talk about a two-time Olympic champion who has never lost at this event, but it shows just how much doubt this long break has created. There is one more name tied to this story that makes it even more personal. Andres Almgren of Sweden trained with Ingebrigtsen all winter. While Ingebrigtsen was out injured, Almgren smashed the European record in the 5,000 meters, running faster than Ingebrigtsen has ever done in his whole career. Almgren isn't even running the 5,000 meters in Birmingham. He moved up to the 10,000 meters instead. But the fact that his own training partner stole his record while he sat on the sidelines says everything about how long this break has been. Now, here's where the story gets even bigger, because Ingebrigtsen is not the only big name missing the 1,500 meters. Josh Kerr is out too. If you follow this sport, that name matters. Kerr is the 2023 world champion in the 1,500 meters. He's beaten Ingebrigtsen before on the biggest stage, in one of the sport's most talked about upsets. But Kerr is not missing Birmingham because of injury. He made a choice. He built his whole season around the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, racing for Scotland in front of his home fans, and it paid off big. He left Glasgow as the new world record holder in the mile, and he won gold there too. Kerr picked one event over the other, and he said it himself, "I'm not someone that can do it all. You have to pick and choose your battles." So picture what this means for the 1,500 meters in Birmingham. Two of the sport's biggest rivals won't even share the same start line. Fans have waited years to see them race again, and it won't happen here. Not because of a showdown, just because two men, two different sides of the world, both decided this wasn't their year. Two separate choices made for two completely different reasons and ended up skipping the same event. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy deep athlete stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is Athlete Feeds, and we'll see you in the next one.